Okay, so before I start this interview, this pretend interview, I want you to know that it isn't always this easy, and sometimes it's easier. This particular interview is as if I were taking students camping. I am a classroom teacher 99% of the time, but I was also coordinator for student travel program at the high school that I worked at. So this is what it would look like if I was trying to help a student come up with a self-directed, project-based learning experience to do in relationship or in coordination with our travel plans, whatever our destination will be. However, this interview also applies to project-based learning in a classroom or in the home community. It doesn't have to be, like, you can take anything that I'm about to talk about in this scripted interview and apply it to the home base, the classroom, so that students end up, rather than using the destination as a resource and the people at that destination as community experts, they use their home base, their local community as a resource. So keep that in mind as you're watching this, that you don't need to be a traveling teacher traveling with students for this interview to apply. This is what I do when I'm trying to help students develop a project that is self-designed and self-directed. We kind of sit and go through their interests, go through their passions and goals, etc. This is kind of a condensed version of what that might actually look like, but this is the gist of it. So I hope it helps. Hi, Sarah. So we're going camping next week. Are you so excited? Whitewater State Park? Yep. We're studying ecosystems. You know, we're going for our ecology class, our ecology unit. We're going to be looking at biodiversity and how changes in the biodiversity affect the human population and the community and the ecological system and the economy and so on. So keep that in mind as we're going through this project design brainstorming session, okay? Let's just start with what you're interested in. I've been working with you for a few weeks. I kind of know some of the gist, but let's talk about it a little bit. What are you into? I'm really into photography, but I also really like plants, just botany stuff. Okay. Photography, I knew you were interested in photography. I didn't know you were interested in plants. That's really interesting. So this, there's a lot of cool things we can do with those two things combined. So just as far as whitewater goes and, ecosystems and biodiversity, keep those things in mind. What do you wonder about whitewater as it relates to your interest in plants and biodiversity? Okay, well, what do you know about whitewater already? It has plants. Okay, we can work with that. So let's talk then about what you wonder about whitewater as far as plants are concerned. I wonder what kind of plants are there. Okay. So then how can we connect that idea with sort of the standards or the concepts that we're looking at, which is biodiversity and human impact? I wonder about plant diversity and what influences that. Yes, okay. And what about plant diversity? Why does it matter? Why does plant diversity matter to, as you said earlier, the cultural community, the economy, the ecological community? Why does it matter? Well, because plants are important for the community, the people there, and the other plants and animals there, the ecosystem. And if they're impacted or if they disappear, then that impacts the ecological and local community. Okay, and who does that matter to? Well, locals, and it should matter to the people that visit the park, because they're visiting the park, they should want to take care of it. How can you accomplish that? about your interests, photography and plants, and also your resources. Think about the destination that you're going. You're going to a park. You're going to Whitewater Park. Yeah, but this is a science class. Okay, but you love photography, and that's important too. How can you share that passion, or how can you use that passion to raise awareness about the importance of plant diversity and protecting and preserving it in this park in Whitewater? I could take pictures of different plant species while I'm there. Okay, nice. I like that. And what can you do with those pictures? Once you've taken those pictures, what can you do with that? What if I take pictures and learn about those plants and how those plants are beneficial to the community or the ecosystem that they're a part of? Okay, nice. I like that. Okay, what can you do with those pictures that you take? How about a book, and I can put my pictures in there that I take of the plants, and then write information about how those plants are beneficial and what the risks are if there's not as much plant diversity in that ecosystem anymore. And I could even put maybe what would be like some tips or something for park visitors to follow to help preserve and protect the plants that they're seeing in the park. Okay, I like that. Remember your purpose. So how can you use those pictures that you take and that information? How can you reach your audience? How can you share the benefits of plant diversity in Whitewater with people, park visitors and community members, so that they can know how to protect and preserve that diversity? Well, if my audience is park visitors, to help them make less of an impact when they visit the park, I could donate the book to the visitor center. Great. Okay, connect with park staff and work out that collaboration. And while we're talking about other resources that you can use while on site, who are some other community experts that you could contact that might be able to help you gather information on plant diversity in Whitewater? How about park staff or visitor center? Or sometimes when I go camping with my family, I see that there's like experiments and research going on in the park. Maybe I can find out if anyone's doing anything on the plants there. Great. Genius. Go write up your plan. Okay.